good morning, and welcome to Domopalooza Live. You're not on little screens. I'm not on a little screen. It's been 5 years, you guys. 5 years since we've been able to be live, and boy, does it feel good. The number one thing I heard last night from everybody, we're so relieved to be back live. And on our side, we're like, are they gonna come? But you did. Got over 1,000 people here from customers, almost 1,500 people actually. So showed up in force and got a little bit, actually, I think we've got people here from over 500 different companies and over, I think, 13 other countries. So who's here from overseas? Stand up. Nihonjin, tate kudasai. There we go. From overseas, welcome, welcome, welcome. So it's fantastic seeing all of you here. I saw some people from Brazil, from Mexico, from Portugal, from England. You know, we had an argument about English again, but still, welcome. In the last 5 years, we looked at some data of the people that are here, of the companies that are here. You know, what's being created? And it's pretty shocking, actually. So over 5 million different cards have been created by the accountants in the room since we last got together. Over 1.1 million different data sets. Over 4.1 quadrillion rows of data processed. I mean, it's a staggering amount. And, you know, we've got, I know some of our partners in the room too. Snowflake's here. I was just meeting with their CEO and I was able to share some of this data. I was like, yeah, what's up? We got some data too, you know what I'm saying? So thank you for helping me rep well. We've got a great conference. So excited about what's happening this conference. We've got customers that are here speaking from ESPN, over 25 different breakout sessions, and I know that's your favorite part. It's my favorite part. Besides, I think the best thing that happens here are all of the customers meeting with all the other customers. You know, at the beginning of Domopalooza, it was us trying to find, oh, you need to meet this person, you need to meet that person. And now it's just like, get out of the way, customers know what they're doing, and you guys are directing everything, and we love it. So we've also got some amazing announcements this year. We've got a lot of great product announcements. Of course, we're gonna be covering a whole lot with AI. We've got so many different features and functionality and products in the AI vein to help you, and we're really excited about that. We've also got some announcements with our Cloud Amplifier, with Analyzer, and dozens and dozens of other updates to our major components of our products. So really excited for you to be able to listen, everybody. Got some great entertainment as well. We've got Dan Reynolds from the Imagine Dragons. You guys excited about that? And you know, I've seen him a few times. I'm friends with him. I've seen him in this format that you're gonna see. It's unlike anything you've ever seen. It's unlike anything I'd ever seen. It's Dan Reynolds Unplugged. And what comes through in Dan Reynolds Unplugged is emotion. It's moving. So I'm really excited for you to be able to, he's gonna be on stage a little bit later on today. We're gonna talk to him about music, but he will connect to your soul. And I'm so excited for you to be able to have that experience. And I will try not to cry. Tomorrow night, we've got Jake. It's Jake with the A upside down, so it's V. And on our eStaff text thread yesterday, our CTO, who gets all things tech, had a lot of questions about Jake's parents and how they named him with a V instead of an A. And I don't know if it was the parents, Darren. It might have been somebody else. It might have been him. It might have been branding. I don't know. But nonetheless, Darren's excited to hear him as well and have his mind opened by Jake. But the real reason Jake's here, I got a little 5-year-old boy who has figured out how to say, Alexa, play more songs by Jake. And then he's like, Dad, let me show you a song. And so he's introducing me to all these songs, and I love them. I'm like, this is great. All right, is Massimo here? There's my little 5-year-old in the front. Welcome, Massimo. My little 4-year-old daughter, Rio, and then I've got 6 older daughters, so we come in a pack. Yeah, family's here, mom and dad are here, and I just appreciate the support of family and friends, and most importantly, here at least, all the customers. So really excited to experience the different events that are happening. It is Domopalooza. I've been to plenty of boring conferences in my life, so we tried to make this a little more interesting for you. In terms of the strategic initiatives that we're focused on here, there's really 3 things that we're terribly focused on to meet your needs. We've listened to your feedback, we listened to the things that you talk about that you want, and self-service was something that's kept coming up over and over and over and over again. Putting the power of the product in your hands, not having to ask our sales executives for access to parts of the product. Making it so that you didn't have to go sign an RFP, or so you didn't have to go and get a purchase order to add a couple of users. We've really focused on making it so that all of the users are included. We've gone from hardly any customers on ELA a few years ago, and a year ago it was only like 5%. In the last year, we're now to about 1/3 of our customers are on ELAs. And so that's the thing that we've noticed provides the most success for you and the most success for us because you're happier. So would strongly encourage you to do anything and everything you can to figure out how to get more access to the product for everybody in your company. And in fact, that's the thing that we noticed is as we put the power in your hands, amazing things happen. So I'm gonna take a few minutes to highlight some great examples of this. So first, ESPN. I want to imitate all those things that happen that are in my head right now, right? You hear ESPN, and I'm sure a good chunk of the audience hears their commercials. But they are the worldwide leader in sports by a mile, and they do these big events. And one of the big events that they do is UFC Fight Nights. And when they do Fight Nights, they're like, we could get feedback post the event and then try to take those learnings. But sometimes there's things that are happening real time that we've got to take advantage of. Well, tee up Domo, and in order to provide the best experience, what they do is they use Domo to collect, analyze, and act on all forms of their omnichannel contact data, including phone, chat, SMS, email, forum metrics. They take all of that data, we're the centralized data store, and it helps them bring all of those conversations together to provide a single source of truth. So during the event, they're looking at everything from sentiment of comments shared, service providers that are carrying the event, and a whole lot more. And then what's cool is they build in automated alerts, so if certain things happen that should or shouldn't, Domo's able to help them take action to solve the problems. So ESPN wants to make sure that viewing experience is perfect. If it's not, they want to know early enough that they can address some of those problems. So for ESPN, data plus automation plus apps plus the Domo platform equals an exceptional fan experience. And it's just another example of how the Domo platform allows you to leverage, extend, take action, and automate those actions on your corporate data, all while applying AI securely, transparently, and with the proper permissions. And you might hear me say that a few times, so I'll say it again. It's another example of how the Domo platform allows you to leverage, extend, take action, automate those actions on your corporate data, no matter where it lies, no matter what hyperscaler it's in, no matter what data warehouse it's in, all while applying AI securely, transparently, and with proper permissions. Let's go to another example of that. UPS. UPS is using Domo to completely reimagine the supply chain. Now, they want to disrupt the practices that hold up the world when something unexpected happens, like global pandemic, or when a ship finds itself trapped in the Suez Canal, right? This affects their business. It takes data and AI, but it also takes automation, apps, partners, and a way to connect every single place They already have the data. So a way to alert every touch point in the entire supply chain about a delay the moment it happens, fast enough that everyone can pivot before a hiccup becomes a crisis. So for UPS, data plus automation plus embedded analytics that they distribute out to their customers and their partners on the Domo platform equals industry disruption. Another example, how the Domo platform allows you to leverage, extend, take action, automate those actions on all of your corporate data, all while applying AI securely, transparently, and with the proper permissions. All right, another example, Intercap lending. And this is my favorite. I can talk about customers all day long. Like the proof's in the pudding, right? Intercap lending, you're here. Mortgage originator and loan servicing company that writes and services mortgages. One of the data elements or metrics that I heard about Intercap was that's surprising, and it's shocking for them as well. The average turnover rate for loan officers from 2002 to 2020 averaged 38%. And at times it was high as 51%. So they know this is something they got to try to stay on top of, right? It's part of their industry. Now they have many offices with people doing relationship-based things. So employee turnover is a real problem because their business is based on relationships. Their CIO came to Domo earlier this year and he said he had a feeling that mortgage rates are gonna drop. He wanted to get out ahead of the rush and figure out a scalable way for his staff to stay on top of opportunities that might live inside of their massive portfolio for both the loans they're currently servicing and loans that are originated and sold off. Now, they've always relied on loan officers, right? And their relationships to remember how and when to find those opportunities. But the problem is there's a lot of chance left for that. So now, if you were my loan officer and you thought, I remember Josh bought when the rates were at their peak. I bet I can save him some money with a refinance. Well, it would take you around 30 minutes to figure out if that's actually true or not. But now, multiply that by tens of thousands of loans. Pretty tough to keep up on. So Domo goes to work regularly analyzing their loan portfolio across general market data, and when it finds an area that may be an opportunity, a Domo workflow launches and handles that entire 30-minute process of doing the loan pricing, doing the math equation, and seeing if it makes sense to pitch that to the customer. If it does, it adds a lead in the CRM, it notifies the staff member, and it starts the customer on a drip campaign to make sure that they're primed when the customers call. So for Intercap lending, data plus automation plus Domo equals industry disruption. Another example of how the Domo platform allows you to leverage all that corporate data, extend it, take action, automate those actions, all while applying AI securely, transparently, and with the proper permissions. All right, next. We've got a company called Boyne Resorts. They use Domo to predict seasonal visitor traffic to each of their 25 different recreational destinations. This is cool. They combine data about weather forecasts, about flight arrivals, about resort reservations, data that they have and they own, about their hotel bookings, and more, all into one predictive model that anticipates peak times for visitor needs, with fresh data updated every single hour. So Boyne's prepared to meet customer needs with staffing, supply, production decisions to match the anticipated demand. And they can also make more strategical promotional investments, act on meaningful insights into which experiences influence return bookings. So for Boyne Resorts and their 25 properties, data science plus automation plus apps on the Domo platform equals customer loyalty. Just another example of how the Domo platform allows you to leverage your corporate data, your corporate goals, extend, take action, automate that action, all while applying AI securely, transparently, and with the proper permissions. So another example you're probably familiar with, Freddy's, frozen custard. They sell a lot of burgers. See if Domo can help them sell some more custard. They use Domo to optimize their menu mix Their store locations, they help them choose to improve their loyalty and grow. So everyone at Freddy's uses Domo for data relevant to their jobs. Freddy's, one of the fastest growing fast casual restaurants in the United States. More than 500 locations now across 36 different states. And they use data across the organization to capture billions of rows of data across thousands of data sets each day. Finance loves it for accounting and as a system of record. Marketing loves how it can show an impact, the impact that marketing is able to have. And restaurant operators love how it shows how they're performing across different metrics compared to the other stores. Food safety, speed of service, voice of customer. And IT loves it because of the power that it gives them while also being low maintenance. So from operating efficiency to choosing the right storefronts, menu items, nurturing customer loyalty, Freddy's is actively driving critical growth to its fast food empire. So for Freddy's, data science plus automation plus apps on the Domo platform equals strategic business growth. It's just another example of how the Domo platform allows you to leverage your corporate data, extend it, take action, automate those actions, all while applying AI securely, transparently, and with the proper permissions. All right, we've got two more. Folly Insurance Group. Now, Folly uses Domo to protect shipping cargo from loss, damage, and delays. Using Domo, Folly joins together data from disparate sources to make fast and informed decisions that help them stay ahead of the risk, the competitors, and again, the weather. It sped up the underwriting process, improved marketing performance, contributed to tremendous cost savings, and unbelievably led to 5x company growth. So for Folly Insurance, the self-service analytics plus the automation plus the intuitive visualizations has led to competitive advantage. Another example of how the Domo platform allows you to leverage, extend, take action, and automate those actions on your corporate data, all while applying AI securely, transparently, and with the proper permissions. So back to the things that we're focused on, talked a lot about self-service and how customers are using the product. Second thing is, for us, this is the year of the ecosystem. We've heard from you. You want us to integrate more with the other technologies that you're using. And you're going to see a lot of that from us here at Domopalooza and over the next year. We've got a lot of partners in the room. We've got a lot more coming. And we're really excited about how customers are using different backends, different hyperscalers, how we're integrating with people out there in the marketplace that are helping us with different line of business. And then the last piece that you're going to hear about over and over again today is AI. No matter where your data sits, whether it's Domo, Snowflake, Databricks, Domo AI can sit above that data store and allow your business to truly leverage the power of your data. Now, at my last company, this company called Omniture, we were the king of web analytics. And then that turned into online marketing. And at Omniture, we like to talk about all that data that was here at your company was green gold, because the branding was green. You know, back in the day, they called oil black gold. And you've got all this data sitting inside your organization. It is gold. And so maybe we think about it as blue gold now, but the way we think about ourselves is we're the refinery that sits on top that allows you to leverage and extend the power of that data, connect to more data. You know, take that data, create apps, create workflows, take actions on that data as I described here in all these different examples. And then apply AI, because AI is only as good as the data that it has access to, right? It's only as good as the metadata that we have about that data. If we know who's looking at the data and how they're using that data, if we know the permissioning around that data, AI is going to be so much more effective. So by using Domo, you really are so much more ready for AI than anybody else in the industry. And so we're really excited to see how you leverage AI, and we're going to show you a lot of features, functionality, and innovations to put you in the right spot.